here we are. The group perilously traveled through the East Wing, fighting Black Tier cutthroats, fighting ogres, fighting frost giants, and if you're Jarvid, sometimes fighting your teammates. We will never forget the crit that once took down Mr. Slinks.
It was a misfire, I swear.
But Mr. Slinks still lives, so all is well for now. They made it through to the Feast Hall, the Manor Hall, the Center Hall, call it what you wish. And were told, after speaking with Ivenzi, that Lady Jamandi had headed to the West Wing to assist as best she could in that direction. And what that means for us as our group, perilous as they are, will begin their adventure at the door of the West Wing. Once I put their characters back on the map. Iris, and pulling you to the new map. New map. And this is where we shall begin.
First things first, before we're opening the door, I remember asking you last week there was no water or anything.
None whatsoever. They used it all
right.
on the fire initially, and
That is not a problem, as I do have a water skin. It's probably not a lot of water, but it would be more than enough to at least wet the handkerchief, you know?
yeah.
So he's gonna pull out his handkerchief here and basically douse this thing in water to cover his face, because where there's fire, there's a lot of smoke. You got to make sure to be able to.
There is a bit, I would say, of smoke.
I may
Oh, go ahead.
I may not look it, but I used to have to be a firefighter, so I know a trick or two.
All right.
As he does this, he'll say something to the party about it. I recommend that we prepare ourselves.
What do you suggest we should do?
Well, unless all of you want to run back to the river and douse yourselves in water, I suggest at least taking some kind of cloth and covering your face while dousing it in water.
Are you sure we had time?
Probably not, but I would hope that at least all of you have a little bit of water on you.
I think maybe just a little water skin over here.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Caleb with plenty of spit. I think it would help.
Breezy, I don't think spit works in that way. But I think I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'm not too concerned.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's like, I tried.
Yeah, I have some water myself, neighbor. I'll be sure to take care of that.
Well, no! People need the breezy boys and our help!
All right, well, if you have the water skin and you have a cloth, at least cover your faces. Let's go.
If I cover my face, how will people know that I rescued them? They need to know!
Make it,
It makes a very
make
fair
it through the
point.
smoke and make sure that they know.
No, we must be known though. You know, we must be known for our efforts so we can be paid properly afterwards.
Isn't that why you're here, Kweku, to talk about our efforts once we get out of here?
Yes, but you know, you gotta put the face to the name, of course, unless something goes awry.
I think they already know plenty that we helped them at the very least. Let's
Jarvis,
finish the job.
gotta speak up. I can't hear you, Javit.
I think they know that it was us that helped them.
Ah, okay.
Jarvis, why are you trying to talk like me?
Stupid.
I was more nervous about the dinner, so I'm more natural.
No, you should be proud of your voice. Us short kings will rise. They will respect our voice.
Yes, we are the kingdom of the short kings, as one may say. All are welcome. The shorter the better.
What did I miss, boy? What did I miss?
Does anybody feel like we're going to spend the next 3 hours just standing outside the store?
I'm waiting. I said let's go. No one wanted the little tip right here.
You yelled at me last time I opened the door.
He swapped me in the rodent. So
That's very offensive term, sir.
How dare you? How dare you call him a rodent?
I'm sure Rhoda isn't the first dad.
I don't feel qualified to risk my life for someone like this now.
I'm sorry, Jarvis. He's uncivilized and rude. You
As
are no such thing.
As the door opens,
Caleb.
the wide hallway is filled with billowing smoke. Further ahead, on either side of the hall, several open doorways are illuminated by flickering flames. What I need is... Okay, so I know a couple of you have rags on your faces, correct?
Mhm.
Iris, you do, right?
I definitely do.
Is anybody else, or is it just Tyrus?
I'd say I already get a bonus from this for survival, but I have what I recently acquired, a coyote cloak, so I'd probably use that to at least kind of try and cover himself going through the smoke.
All right.
I am to assume why I wasn't here. Mr. Slinks was keeping with his regimen of picking up bits and pieces.
I don't know. Was he all?
He definitely was.
Oh, he
definitely was.
It came in an abundance.
You're gonna have to watch last week's episode. It was quite lovely.
It was amazing.
Mr. Slinks did not change at all. In fact, he may have even gotten a little creepier.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I need everyone to give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
You know, because smoke rises, us short kings have advantage.
Right?
Being closer to the ground. That's how it
Except
works.
for Tyrus.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I was joining him in that, but I
Oh,
don't know
were
if I
you?
had anything to do it. Yeah. That's why I told him I had my own water.
Oh, okay. All right. So then Mr. Slinks doesn't have to roll either. All right. Oh man, Kwaku.
Yep.
And Caleb and Jarvit.
Oof.
Kwaku, Jarvit, and Caleb. You all are now sickened one from the smoke inhalation that you're currently taking. And you'll also take 1d6 damage.
What type of damage is it?
It is non-lethal. Yeah, so 6 points or 5 points of damage. All right, you can continue on for now. And you see flames are shooting out of this room. Caleb, you and Tyrus easily notice that. Caleb, you can also see flames coming out of this room. And all of you can see, and that's about as far as you can see with the smoke that's in the hallway.
Well, we were told exactly where to go, so he is making his way downtown.
So we're just leaving the fire going, right? You notice... What?
It sounds like he was. Breezy would not. Because
I don't know if there's people in here. Is there like a clear door or a window or like an entry point over here?
So, yeah, the doors are actually knocked down here and here. They've been knocked down and burned out. As you look inside, for example, of the first room, you'd have to get kind of close to it, obviously, with the smoke. You're actually...
It's less about seeing. It's more he's going to yell to see if anyone even responds first.
Gotcha. All right.
Because he has never been over here.
Let me see. No, it does not appear. And actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, just to make this so that I'm going to pull you two back. I apologize for that. Just to keep things even here. Roll initiative. And have you guys do this in order with the way this works. I'm going to pop Breezy. Well, actually, I'll let Caleb... No, I'm going to pop Breezy. Since I had Breezy.
That's a lot of ones.
Hey, get him out of the way here, right?
Yeah, if there's any place I'd like to roll a 1, it'd be here.
All right, so Breezy, you're yelling out to see if anybody's in there. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, because I mean, the first thing to do is figure out where. I mean, we know where the important person is, but Breezy treats everyone equally.
Right.
No one is better than anyone else. So he wants to use what everyone considers his greatest feature, his loud voice, to yell out to see if anyone is even in this vicinity when we first get in that might need help. So after we kind of initially get in, Breezy yells out,
"Can anyone hear me? This is Captain Breezy of the Breezy Boys! We are here to rescue and save anyone from the fire and flames! Please, if you need help, just say anything! A word of owl, and the Breezy Boys will come to your rescue!"
You do not hear any responses from any of the rooms near you currently.
Okay. Is there... And then the last thing... I know there's heavy smoke, but obviously to see flames, I would need to have some line of sight or path of view to see the flames.
Right.
Where would I be able to see the flames coming from, if at all?
Out this door here.
Okay.
And out this door here. Here.
Okay. So I guess then Breezy, not hearing anything, would look at Tyrus and say,
It sounds like no one is here! If you want to, you can push forward! But these flames, in case you didn't know, fire spreads! And I must cleanse the fire!
If you have that ability, Breezy, by all means.
Of course I do! I am the world's most powerful firefighter! I will fight this fire with more fire! Behold, the light of Breezy!
And Breezy's going to begin to do what normally happens during combat and activate his kinetic gate.
Okay.
You see the rings on him begin to spin, and as they do, his typical fire basketball comes out of his hand and he begins to dribble this ball. And as he does so, he throws like the ball into like the fiery area that he can see kind of in the dark, just to see if anything is going to happen. And as he does, he's going to use base kinesis to suppress the fire in that room.
Oh, I like that. Let me look real quick. Oh, I love this. All right. You as you go through the motions to have this occur, you see as the flames do die down in this room until they are fully extinguished. As you look inside, you see charred wood, and really there's nothing left other than the charred wood. There's no linens, there's no... It's as if the whole place, this whole room was consumed by the fire. All right, we'll continue now to Caleb.
As he has no means of dealing with fire, really. I think he'll just keep going over here. And I, like, if I remember correctly, was it that our goal here was to get to around here, like to the end?
To get
And it was directly across the hall.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll. I'll stay here. Yep, that's where I will go. But I would like to use my potion of fire resistance that I should have probably used before.
Oh yeah. So movement, then potion of fire resistance. Okay, I like that. So you're gonna pull it out. You're gonna down it.
Yes.
So make sure you use that. Make sure you have yourself targeted. I think.
Oh, right. I didn't have.
Don't
myself
worry,
targeted.
because I can do lots of things.
I don't have myself selected.
There's fire resist. Oh. Did they change the name of it?
I believe it was because it got deleted from my inventory. Was like
Fire resistance. Let me look that up.
And
There we
it
go.
was a lesser.
There, potion of fire resistance, and it was lesser.
Can Tyrus call out to Caleb while he's doing some stuff?
Yes.
He may actually call out to him. As Caleb, I'm guessing, having taken some smoke inhalation damage and whatnot,
Yeah, the
he may actually call out to him and just be like, "Cover your face! I told you."
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have any more actions to cover his face.
Never mind then.
But Tyrus, you're up.
I'll catch up.
Do you continue? Let me start. Do you continue to cover your face as essentially a sustain action?
Yes,
Okay.
that's not going to change. As long
right.
as there's smoke, that's definitely not going to change.
So you have 2 actions left.
Is it an action to call out? Just so I know.
If it's a short phrase or something, I generally let that be a free action.
So he's going to kind of just, I guess the best way to put it is just like, is there anyone else in these rooms? As he's kind of walking in this given direction and just kind of listening out. I don't necessarily just want to open up a random ass door if there's fire, because that creates backdraft.
Well, one of the things to note is, as I said, you can see flames coming out of all these other doors. This door does not appear to have any flames or anything, even kind of licking underneath it. So just be aware of that. But yeah, you yell that out, but the rooms, there's no response. You don't hear anything.
All right. Well, I will move over in this direction, and
Are you sure
I
about that?
guess I will open up said door, just to see if anyone is actually in there.
All right, so click that button. As you open the door and look in, you realize that this has not yet been touched by flames. This room's plain stone walls and polished floor have already become stained with smoke, but at the far end of the room, atop a stone dais, stands a marble statue of an armored half-elf woman. One of her hands clutches a heavy shield while the other is clenched into a fist over her heart.
Well, given everything, he's not going to care about the heavy shield. He cares more about getting everybody through, so he's just basically going to turn back around and no one is in the room. Cover your faces.
A note, you do notice there is no smoke in here.
Oof.
I just wanted to let you know that. You don't have to do anything about that.
Almost like it's being purified inside of that room for some odd reason.
It would be weird without telling one until you go in.
I don't know if he would actually go in, but he may point in that direction. Is he able to see Jarvit and Kwaku through the smoke currently?
They're technically concealed, so give me a D20 flat check.
D20 flat check, very well.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can. You see the smoke kind of parts for just a second, and you are indeed able to see them.
As he's going to yell as loud as he can to Jarvit and Kwaku, the room on your right, it's free of smoke. Use it as needed. And yeah, he's gonna. So that was one action, 2 actions to open up, right?
Yep. So you have one more action.
And sustained action.
Oh, that's right.
Takes the third action, right?
Yep. So you're done.
Okay.
So we go to Jarvit.
Oh god. So Jarvit hacking and coughing for the immediate smoke coming in his lungs. He's going to, I suspect, take his first action to tend to that by covering his mouth.
All right. Good.
With that, you just gotta hear Tyrus yelling out and say, Alright, with that, he's going to take his next action to stride over. I believe is the correct movement. So, diagonals are.
It's
5.
Diagonals
10,
are 5, then 10, then 5, then 10.
15, 20, 25.
Yep.
Then last third action, another stride. 5, 10, 15.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I can put something in the chat for you, too. Would you like to use a hero point?
Sure, why not?
You have 2 of them.
You know, I got spares.
All right. As you walk in, you start to feel a sense of security overcoming you.
I'm being influenced.
Everyone, I think this place might be a good safe haven.
Give me this.
He says it's safe haven.
Give me this check, Jarvit.
Oh, religion.
Oh my gosh!
I did.
You were.
I didn't go to church. I'm sorry. Damn.
So if you'd like to use a hero point, you still have 2.
I don't like critical failures.
Nobody does.
Where's the hero point reroll? I'm not
Just
seeing it.
Right click on the 3 in chat.
Okay.
Oh, because it's not on your person in there. Just reroll using. So now that I have them on the screen, all you have to do is reroll and keep the new result when you do a hero point.
That's better.
Oh, so you realize that any ally of the Aldoris who spends at least 1 minute in this room engaged in meditation or prayer, any non-evil deity becomes infused with vigor and energy, as if they had rested for 8 hours and made their daily preparations.
Hey!
Ooh, a safe zone.
Oh, what?
We got the bonfire, gang.
Word,
We found the bonfire.
We could save.
Evil's relative, right?
It is not, unfortunately. Not
wait a
relative.
minute. Didn't you just
I was
get the
thinking,
new
like, wait a
updated?
minute,
You just get the new updated. Evil's a thing of the past now, bro.
There's no
Yes.
alignment.
What is
But
evil, really?
there are bad guys.
All right, who's worshiping goons?
I love it.
So you technically
All right,
have one more action.
Oh wait, so the covering my face is not cost an action?
You covered, then you... Oh, you did
Yeah.
2 movements. You're right. You did 2 movements. So I'll jump to Slinks.
Okay, for clarity, was it this door that Breezy opened?
They
Or
were
do you-
already open. They were busted down.
Okay,
This
but
is the one that
fired?
he suppressed. There's no fire in
Okay.
here now.
And Breezy didn't yell to see if there's anybody in there or anything, right?
Yeah, he did.
You know bears,
And-
right?
Yeah, nobody responded, right?
Nobody has
No one
responded.
responded.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no flesh available in there.
All right, well, just for clarity.
It's all cooked meat.
If you told them there's no neighbors in there, I mean, yeah. Still, Mr. Slinks isn't really for the fire putting out. He'll snatch somebody out if they're in there. But considering that nobody was in there and this room still hasn't been suppressed yet, right?
Correct. The only one that's been suppressed is this first one. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So what Mr. Slinks would do is take his first one to move right yonder. Will keep the action of holding his face. He'll come right yonder, like by the door, and he will yell at Breezy, "Hey neighbor, let me know if there are any loose neighbors in there that need to get picked up. Hate to see somebody get harmed."
Yeah! I'll do that!
You've got one more action, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think I could hold one to
No, you need 2 to
Yeah.
hold it.
Yeah, so I can't check because the door is down, right?
Yeah, it's down.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna have to wait because I can't hold anything. So
All right.
that's
Kwaku.
it. Yeah.
You see Kwaku, his eyes are like, I don't know if Breezy or anybody can still see him, but if anybody can see him, his eyes are like slightly glowing red. As he's gonna walk through, and he's gonna pretty much try to follow where Jarvik went.
Okay.
So he's gonna, I guess, use his primary action to stride.
Yeah, can we say Jarvis kind of like waving up and down in here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see Kwaku was coughing. Cover my face with those dirty rags. How dare you? As he comes to this room.
All right. And so, Tyrus, you're fine. You covered your face. Mr. Slinks covered your face, but Caleb and Breezy, you all did not cover your faces?
I did for my first action.
You did.
Busy putting out fires, man.
Well, no, Jarvik, you're in the room. You're safe. And Quaku's
Okay.
safe. This is Caleb and Breezy.
I passed the check. I didn't know if there'd be more, but no, I did not cover my.
Oh, yes. There are always more checks.
That's fine. I need to use my actions to put out these fires, so no, I did not cover it, so another fortitude save.
Ah, yes, indeed.
You got it.
$17, and need one from
Right.
Caleb.
No, I am low to the ground, so a little easier DC, The smoke rises,
He gets pollen, it
Yeah,
helps
yeah.
filter out the air, right?
Caleb, fortitude save.
Oh, right.
Try to get the benefits of being.
Ayo!
Caleb, would you like to use a hero point?
Yes.
All right, so just 2 failures. You stay sickened 1. You will take your 1d6 non-lethal, but damage nonetheless. I rolled poorly that time, so good news is you only damaged 3.
I assume it's not fire damage.
It is not. It's smoke damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's your lungs that are going to implode. All right, we continue our movement. Breezy, top of the second round. What would you like to do?
He's going to continue doing what he was doing. I assume. Hold on. What, does this even have a range?
Your base kinesis, 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so would that be in range to help out with this room at all from where I'm standing?
Believe
it's hard
so.
for me
Let me
to
see.
tell.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as the basketball comes back to him, he puts the basketball between his legs and throws it into that room for another use of base kinesis to get rid of the fire. As Breezy says,
You doubted Lord Breezy's power! Now, I will show you! The master of fire is me! Breezy! The firefighter!
and you see him throw this basketball back in there, and as he does, he casts base kinesis to suppress that room as well, as this basketball seems to suck up the fire as it comes back to him in his hands, as Breezy continues to dribble this basketball, and you see him actually enjoying himself, even though you guys probably wouldn't see this, but for him, this is a big game for him. He's in his element. He's going to use... Go ahead.
As that ball comes back, you see the wisps of smoke kind of follow it to you, and that room does clear itself out. Again, charred pieces of wood, and coals, just a little bit of leftover residual smoke, but it seems safe now.
Does it clear up the fire in the hallway at all to the point where I can
there's no so it's starting to clear up the smoke, but it's all the smoke behind you right now, like
gotcha. Okay.
Because the flames are still coming from a door here and a door here.
Understood. So I'm going to use my last action to stride and just begin moving.
Okay.
And as he kind of gets out of the smoke, he would say,
Have you guys found anyone who needs the Breezy Boy's assistance? This fire is mere child's play to an imaginable god like myself!
I haven't found anyone, Breezy, but I would recommend you get into this room and take a deep breath.
There's no time! Lives are at stake! The Breezy Boys are in need! They need me! And you! Come with me as we fight these fires together!
Very well, Breezy.
Now I need you to be my eyes! Point out where they're at! And I will suck up the fire!
And we go to Caleb.
Alright, Caleb's feeling unsafe.
Caleb, back in the room, my friend. Back in the room.
Wow, I feel so unsafe here. Oh my god. Wow, I feel so safe here.
Would you like to do anything else, Caleb?
I think if Jarvid would share his knowledge of the room, he'd start just preparing to take that 1 minute power nap here.
Perfect.
This place has a power. It's very sanctioned here.
I heard it's called the Breezy Room! I didn't see a sign, so you might be right, but I can't confirm.
A room with power must only be referred to as a name with power. Henceforth, this room shall be now known as the Breezy Safe Room.
Tyrus,
He's
you
just
hear all
not
this?
gonna. He's just not gonna argue with this. How much does Breezy weigh?
He's a small, so
I have to go to my
believe
notes. He is small.
Yeah, so small is... I gotta double check. I think 3 bulk. What are you trying to do?
If I'm over encumbered, what does that do for my
It reduces.
Movement.
Well, what are you at right now? Let me look at you.
I'm at 7.7 of 8.
So yeah, so if you go and technically, just so you know, it'll take all the way to 8 bulk, 9 light. So yeah, if you go over that, it's you become encumbered, and you can only go. Let me double check. I thought it was half speed. You're clumsy 1. You take a 10-foot penalty to all your speeds. And that's it.
Clumsy 1, 10-foot to all my speeds. All right. The other question is, can you drag a willing person behind you, or do you actually have to pick them up? And if you pick them up, is that an action?
Well, okay. So if you're dragging them, I don't feel like they're not a willing person.
I mean, he could be willing. It's breezy. He could be.
I mean, you could pick him up, because otherwise he could just walk. But you can't move him on his turn without picking him up. And generally, we want to make sure it's all right with Breezy to be picked up.
I understand. If he is picked up, is that an action?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very much so.
I gotta think of how I can do this. All right. I guess as he's covering his face, so he's keeping his face covered. So that's 1.
Yep.
Action number 1. Breezy.
Yes!
Can you show me how deep of a breath you can actually take?
Tyrus, there's no time for games! People need our help!
I'm aware of this, but I believe it will give you extra power, as he is going to pick him up, as he's going to reach down to pick him up and be like, you take a deep breath of this fresh air and use it to put out the fire.
You want me to blow on it?
No, I want you to hold your breath while you do this. Show me your true power. As he's going to pick him up and move him into the fresh air.
Into this room, I'm assuming.
Into this room right here. Like, right in this doorway.
And so Breezy, do you allow that to happen?
Breezy demands uppies! Move me!
I can't. I can't. I cannot.
So you move Breezy.
I'm moving Breezy right. This area right here is fresh air, right?
Yep.
So you just yeeted Breezy?
If just moving him 1 square, would that just be an action, or would that be 2 actions?
That'd be 1 action.
Okay.
And you sustained as 1 action.
Yep. So the last one he is going to do, I will be your eyes, Breezy. As he will move here to be able to see in. As one last time, he will call out, "Is there anybody else here?"
Make sure you mention the Breezy Boys!
The Breezy Boys are here to help!
Oh man,
It's solidified. It's canon now.
Animal.
If anybody's curious,
It takes 2 people.
Has been handed
Yeah,
over.
gotta feed the animal.
if
You
somebody
had to
could
feed the
clip
animal. You
that
did it
so
to
that I
yourself.
can. That's the new opening screen
Remember.
for each week.
They changed the title of
There you
the
go.
Legend of Reluctant Heroes,
I
changed it
just
to The
want you to
Legend of the
remember.
Breezy Boys.
Legend of the Breezy Boys.
This
Gonna have
is your
to-
fault, Dredd. You did this to yourself.
Hey,
Does
bro.
not.
Canon, bro.
100%. If it is going to get
breezy,
Breezy to cooperate, he is
A
more
month-
than
a
willing,
month from- a
and I
month
from
believe
now
that's
when you
fully
regret
in
this.
character.
A
He's
month
more
from
than
now when
willing
you
to,
regret this,
placate
remember it
Breezy
was
all
you.
day long.
Oh, you know,
Remember it was
heard
you.
that, bro. Hope you
Yeah,
know.
remember it was you. It was you. A month from now, when you're sick of it, remember it was you. Remember it was you.
It is going to
Quakewood
placate
didn't even
Breezy into
co-sign.
doing what is needed. He's
We now
willing to
know
do whatever is
Remember-
be the
needed.
king.
It was you.
All right. We go to Jarvit.
I'm guessing I don't hear anything.
You do not. No response. Nothing.
Then he's just going to point at both rooms. Here and here, Breezy.
Wait, before drivers go, am I with Tyrus? Like, am I like on his shoulder or something?
No,
Or am
I
still in the
put
room?
you in the
You're
in the
in the
lead
room.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So that you can breathe in the fresh, clean, non-smoky air and don't take damage at the top of the round, I believe.
That's I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit in game and a bit out of game working together. All right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, Jarvis, you're up.
Friends, I think this place might be a good place for us to rest. I feel some sort of compulsion that if we have some sort of prayer circle, I believe is what they call it. Just pray to whatever good align, or there's no much of alignment is objective. Whatever type of malevolent deity that it might help us recover our wounds, ailments. It's very uncertain.
Oh, this is so. What you're saying? This is like a temple, place of worship.
Yes, like a bonfire for camping.
Right.
No wonder it's so clean.
Yes, so let just take a moment to take in the deep clean air, and then we'll make sure this room's secured, and we can maybe just take just 1 minute. I believe just 1 minute might do for us.
I mean, 1 minute, 1 hour. Who's counting?
The people dying. I hope. I assume.
I guess.
believe every clock is counting that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very nice place. It's real comfy. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to, mosey on over here, get comfortable.
Yeah. I think I need to get this flap out of my system.
So Jarvis, is there any way for Jarvis to like get this get the second of catch a shit off of him?
Now that you're in there, yeah, you can retch. So it's a fortitude save against the DC that was originally used. So go ahead, give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Oh. Big money.
That will not do it.
Success.
The good news is you can do it again because you've not. I mean, yeah, you've got action. So if you'd like to try again, you can.
All right.
Without your point.
I think I get out of this one. I'm gonna try again.
I just realized I shouldn't have been able to drink the potion with this.
So still not there yet.
Wait, they're trying to try. They're trying to.
I broke a lung.
All right, we
just
go.
Jarvis is hanging, sitting on the head on the wall, just.
Okay, Mr. Slinks, you hear what could best be described as Jarvid attempting to spew up as much as what's in his stomach as possible. So you're up.
Mr. Slinks walks up to the door and says, room's a little too hot for me, neighbor. Gonna go check on other people. He's gonna further go down here and let Breezy know. Whenever you're ready to do the same, Breezy, I'll be more than happy to rush on in. So again, I'm gonna maintain the cover of my face. I am not going to walk into that room. And I am going to play by the door, and I guess with my last one. Oh, actually, well, before I walk away from Breezy, like I hand him a rag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that will be able to facilitate my 3 actions. So yeah, just maintain in mind, hand him a rag, and move in here.
Is the rag clean?
The rag wouldn't be dirty. He wouldn't do that to Breezy.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be weird. I don't. Why would he give people terrible rags?
No, but it might be one of the ones that's wrapped around the flesh.
No, he'd reach in the first pocket first, and he'd start pulling out the flesh. He was like, "Ooh, wrong pocket, neighbor," and go ahead and reach into the other one and water skin you up. An oddly very clean handkerchief.
It's even worse.
That's more worrying that it's clean.
I know. Kwaku.
Question: how many actions is it for the meditation?
It's 1 minute, so it'll be 6 rounds. Or I'm sorry, 10 rounds.
Copy. So I guess before he goes to meditate, he's gonna go over. He's gonna find a comfiest spot in there. You see Kwaku. He gets real comfy. He starts taking out his things. See, he pushes a book down, takes out some cards, starts to stretch. And he is going to cast Soothe on himself.
Oh, okay. Smart move.
Before he rests. Before he tests this meditation.
Yeah, since the rest will be like a
That's
full night's rest. Roll that healing for you. Ooh, good heals too. Apply that healing. I think that's going to pull you to full pretty easily. That.
Yep.
All right, so the 2 people in the hallway have their mouths covered, so we don't need to do anything regarding that. Barizi, you're up.
So it sounded like neither of them found any other voices.
No other voices.
Okay, so Breezy's going to move as far as he can. 25 feet. Okay. Is this room and this room 2 different rooms?
They are 2 different rooms.
Understood. And then there's also a room over here, correct?
Correct. 3 rooms left.
Okay. He's going to prioritize the room up here because it is connected to more of the building, which he could probably tell by the door. So in order to try to stop spreading further to an area he doesn't know, he's going to do his same action, throw his basketball in there to suppress the fire some more.
All right,
perfect. So first action is the stride. Second action, another round of base kinesis to suppress that fire.
And that will suppress it. Additionally, at this point, you now see that the end of the hallway does have 2 doors here. There are 2 rooms left, and unless anyone's going to do anything different, I'll go ahead and allow, rather than going through the individual rounds, allow you to finish up with this one and this one, unless there's something different that anybody wishes to do.
No, I think Tyrus would probably.
Unless you want me to make that check more times, because I would not have the action economy to actually.
You're right. So what I will...
but Tyrus would use his. I was just about to say that Tyrus would use his action to explain to Breezy that this is going to help him, become more powerful and be able to breathe in the smoke.
I get that, and that makes sense. But action economy wise, I do not have the one action to put the cloth on.
No, but Tyrus could legitimately hold it up for you. He I don't have anywhere else to go, so I could spend a whole action one hand in one hand.
So
you cater to the mighty Breezy is what you're telling me. Please hold the rag.
Well, we know how that's gonna end.
It's feeding the animal.
And so
I get it. Sometimes you got to placate the animal to get him to do what you want. So
with that, then,
until you make something canon,
that will indeed end the encounter with all the fires put out. Now, I know Jarvit, obviously, Kwaku, and Caleb, you're going to take time in this room. Will Breezy and Tyrus be doing the same?
Tyrus doesn't have any reason to take a long rest right now. He's actually got his focus point, and I gain nothing from a full rest currently because I'm at full health.
All right. Breezy?
I can, because of the stipulations.
I don't know. You gotta try it out.
Hey man, I don't know if Kweku's deity is good or not, but he gonna go with it. We gonna see.
I'll just tell you that room ain't feel right to Mr. Slinks.
He didn't say that you had to pray to your deity. He just said had to pray to a good deity.
All I said is that room didn't feel that felt like the hottest room in here
He
for
didn't
some
say
reason.
good. He said non-evil. It's a
Non-evil. All right, they're okay.
It's a difference.
Like I said, it felt like the hottest room in the building. Yeah, Mr. Slinks. He can't figure out why you're all running in there.
Oh, all this fire, and that's the one that burned me.
This the room you want to get into?
So the three that are in there, as you pray, you do feel as rejuvenation does overtake you. It is almost as if you are fully rested. So please go ahead and rest for the night. You can use, if you hover over yourself, the bottom right has like 3 cubes. It's the extras. If you click that, you can rest for the night. It'll also clear the sickened. What's really nice is it clears the fatigue off of Caleb.
You said this also does preparations, correct?
Yep, so if you're a caster, you can adjust your preparations.
Does that get rid of battle medicine?
It would.
Ooh, that's good. But I don't think Breezy would, because in his mind he would run back to get the guards to let him know this area is secure, and then come back. So like within that time, that probably would have been about a minute.
All right.
Yeah, that's probably not the worst
But
thing.
he is ready to push through this door, because obviously more people need help.
Obviously.
So he is like at that door immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Slinks is over here trying to help neighbors while everybody trying to go into that hot room.
Question: when it comes to full rest, that's when do you get full health back?
You do not.
So,
Oh shit! Okay,
that's why I used the spell slot beforehand, just in
Yep,
case.
I get it, bro. I get it.
You get your Constitution modifier times your level.
Oh, that would have been nothing.
I recovered 1 point of
No,
health.
you get at least 1 point.
Damn, Caleb ain't got no constitution, bro.
Not really. No.
All right. Well, very well then. All right. Is everybody ready? We must make haste.
Neighbor, I've been ready to find new neighbors.
You and me both, but the rest of them needed a minute. I understand.
I don't know if anybody was paying attention to what Kwaku was doing, but as he was sitting there meditating and doing his prayers to his particular god, you saw him take out 3 cards that had three different daggers on there. This is a reference, but that's it.
Quaker, it's time to go. Let's go.
Oh man!
Well, I feel so rested.
Caleb, you're looking a little weak there. You may want to drink one of those potions.
Do we really need to? I mean, come on, guys. It's very comfy in here. Like, I'm sure
Quaker, there's lives at stake.
Doesn't
are
seem
there
that
really?
hot in here anymore.
Can we?
Kwaku, weren't you the one who was rushing me along earlier? Get your butt out here!
Oh my God! I hear ya. Okay, I'm coming. There better be a large reward for this. No excuses.
If Caleb's not opening this or drinking that potion, Tyrus is opening.
I will. Yeah, I just thought that. Yeah, I don't know anything about those rooms, so I will actually take a potion.
Guess while Caleb is drinking his potion,
All right, Breezy's waited long enough. He's opening the door.
I was already opening the door. Don't worry.
As you open the door,
Big 8.
drifting coils of smoke waft in the air of this finely furnished room. Padded chairs and side tables are set along the west wall, and a thick burgundy carpet covers most of the floor. Oil paintings hang on the walls, and shelves contain statuettes and other small art pieces. Additionally, you see lying sprawled on the floor someone that you met at dinner, Artuccio.
Oh, buddy.
Let him die.
Oh, buddy. This is unfortunate for
He's
someone.
not on fire.
He's Tyrus walks in. Tartusio. It seems you're safe.
He is unconscious.
He's unconscious. Oh, I thought it said
Yeah.
he's perfectly fine.
No, he is sprawled on the floor.
There is a small countdown going on right now, and that's the only warning I'm going to give you.
You know what?
Tyrus, I believe he's inhaled too much smoke. You probably need to get him to the breezy room to recover.
Slinks takes out a dagger and stabs him very slowly in the throat.
Mr. Slinks, Tyrus is gonna be like, no. You're not murdering one of.
I don't know. Y'all was busy talking, bro. I took my action.
Is it really much? What is his use?
Fuck this.
Is it useful?
This. You guys have basically made this happen. So this is a resource that is not fucking happening because y'all want to play like this.
You, Tartuccio, you hear Tartuccio kind of cough a little bit. Am I alive?
You're alive, Tartuccio.
Unfortunately.
Mr. Slinks would lean right into his face on the ground. Are you, neighbor? And just smiling in his face, and just he's not going to leave from like right in front of it. He's nose to nose.
Oh my gosh. My loyal henchmen are here. Thank you for rescuing me. I appreciate it. Now, escort me safely back to the Great Hall.
I don't know about that, but if you're not going to make yourself useful, the fires are out. Go. Just remember who saved you.
The Breezy Boys!
Y'all are... What?
You see as he kind of stands up, he brushes off his clothes, trying to get as much of the soot off. Disappointing! And he walks off.
I can't even, like... I don't even think
You might need to change your pants when you get to the bathroom! They were all wet!
Yo, that's...
wet his pants makes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Tyrus is just definitely gonna eye Mr. Slinks. Mr. Slinks. Friendly neighbors don't murder.
I in what way? You're gonna have to explain this. Explain this interaction.
I understand. That's why he's looking at you currently and telling you, good neighbors don't murder unconscious neighbors.
You've all rushed me. Do we really need to have this conversation right here? Can we save this for later?
And no, Mr. Slinks would look at him and be like, but that neighbor was a bad neighbor. Didn't you see how he treated Breezy? And how rude he was when we were at dinner, neighbor?
I understand that he's a bit of an asshole, but he is still one of the Lady Jamandi. That's it, right?
Yep, Lady Jamandi's
He's still
guests.
one of Lady Jamandi's guests, and as such, we will respect her, not necessarily him.
I don't think that's a good enough argument for Mr. Slinks, to be honest with you.
Doesn't have to be a good enough argument. He just wasn't going to let it happen.
Well, yeah, bro.
Breezy? I believe we have Lady Jamandi defined.
So, Mr. Slinks, are you following Tartuccio as he leaves then, or are you splitting from the party?
Bro, how far away has he gotten?
With the conversation, I'd probably say he has no interest in sticking around. He's probably about right here.
As Mr. Slinks, before he exits, you see Quaker goes up to Mr. Slinks and says, Slinky, let me have a quick word with you.
Slinks turns his head, but he is you've got one sentence, bro. Make it work. Make it count.
Quaku says, you must understand, Slinky. Vengeance is swift but long. Be patient. It will be yours. No need to go now.
Once he is not one of Lady Jamandi's
He
guests.
is whispering to Mr. Slinks, by the way, so Tyrus wouldn't hear any of this.
I will tell you what he will do. Actually, I will compromise. I'm not too happy with it, but I will compromise. I am going to sudden charge towards him and cut him off. It's like as he says it's really swift, and he's just gonna come right in front of him and be like, he's gonna look at Tartusio and be like, he's gonna like lean real close to him and be like, hey neighbor. And he's gonna lean into Artusio's ear. Just to make one thing really clear, Mr. Slinks doesn't work for you, and neither do any of them. But if you don't act nice, he'll make sure your flesh works for Mr. Slinks. You get that, buddy?
He sneers at you.
You either get out of my way or you escort me. Your choice.
And you see as he
Jesus
starts to move
Christ,
his
can I kill
hand
him?
around.
Can I kill him?
We will
Can I
roll
kill him? I try to
initiative.
be nice.
Initiative can be rolled if that's what you're saying.
Wow.
Let me know, though.
Tyrus is just going to call out, kill him after he's not a guest of our Lord, of Lady Jamandi, not Lord Jamandi, Lady Jamandi.
All right. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna smile at him and laugh, be like, he's gonna just smile, and Mr. Slinks is gonna giggle just a little bit, and he's gonna be like, not this time, neighbor, but maybe next. And he takes his hand out of one of his fleshy pockets and gives him like one of these. Push down, and then sudden charges back. So,
All right.
um,
My audience at home, you see what I'm showing you, and you understand things. So, all right. So you head back up.
is rude, boy. If there's anything that Mr. Slinks hates, and he looks at Dredd, he's giving me a look, is a rude neighbor, and he just doesn't seem how to get friendly.
But Mr. Slinky.
As he does that, Tyrus will look back over. I agree, he's not a good neighbor. And once he is not under the protection of Lady Jamandi, you can do whatever it is you please.
And Mr. Slinks puts out his hand and be like, so that's a promise, neighbor?
As long as they're not under the protection of our allies.
And Mr. Slinks is gonna smile at you and just smile just like that. That's a promise, neighbor? He's gonna keep his hand out.
He'll shake Mr. Slink's hand.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
Well, it's nice to know that we are all friends again, yeah?
Now,
Great
Breezy,
friends.
I believe
Keep
we
your
have
promise, neighbor.
I believe we
Mr.
have a
Slinks
ways to go.
always keeps his.
So you have doors to the north and to the south in this room.
I'm just gonna be back here, ready for whatever's comes to be.
Oh, so we had a door to
Quaku
the
took a
south.
seat.
I mean, in my best... Hold on.
50-50-90. Whichever
Maybe
way,
this
he's gonna ask Jarvit to grab his gun.
I would say, okay, maybe this might be like a recall knowledge check,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I've seen and Breezy has seen, we entered the Great Hall, which is probably the center of the building.
Correct.
We came from the West Wing and went to the East Wing.
Correct.
So by building structures, they would probably be the same. But does this wing look like our wing?
They have.
that we came
They do
from?
no. I mean, you would have noticed that as you
Okay.
were walking through this hallway here. It was a very different type hallway than what you came through. If you remember, when you came through the East Wing, it had the library and it had the kitchen area. This does not have that area as such. This is a different type of wing.
Okay. I guess basic fire rules that you learned in elementary school. Are either of these doors hot?
No, neither door is hot.
Okay. Breezy would say out loud to everyone.
I cannot tell which way to go! There could be people that need help on both sides of the room! Should we split up or at least open both doors and make a decision?
I don't think splitting up might be the safest thing for us, especially with what we saw before, Breezy. We might have to stick together.
Well, then we should at least open both doors and make a decision from there!
I'll kind of agree with that.
I will open this one and take a peek!
Do so quietly, please. Oh, never mind, you already been yelling.
Of course! All I know is how to be quiet and stealthy, of course!
Looks at Breezy's volume level.
He opens the door.
You open the door, and as you look into the room, it slightly smoky room contains wooden racks holding various weapons and wooden stands that appear designed to hold suits of armor. Now, many other weapon racks and armor stands are empty, but there are several weapons and discarded armor pieces lying about the floor.
He would take a quick step in, see no people, and he would mention out,
This room seems to be the armory for the place! For those that need weapons and armor! That are mere mortals unlike myself, please! Equip yourself with the greatest fire protection gear known to man! But there's still more doors! More options! More decisions for the Breezy Boys!
The rest of the group seems in awe by your speaking.
I waited for everyone else to be patient. Is there any leather? I can't wear heavy things.
look around. I guess I can look at this armory here.
Yeah. No! It seems to be nothing but weapons to combat the fire! Or intruders!
I didn't open the door. That wasn't me.
Door.
I don't know who else is clicking, but I didn't open the door.
Who opened the door?
Bro.
The door is now open. Just a note there.
I didn't open the door. I'm standing here, but I didn't open the door.
There is some armor over here, but that door is now opened, and we can't unsee what we already see.
Bro,
I didn't even see that.
Tyrus.
And as such, the door opens magically.
I just want to open up doors while other characters are around.
As if a telekinetic hand did it. I don't know if even anybody has that spell.
All I'm saying is I saw one specific name hovering over that door when it opened. And
Either way, the fates have been turned.
As you open the door, the large room contains several padded chairs and comfortable-looking pair of couches, several side tables, and finely crafted billiards. You see a black tier cutthroat here with their crossbow aimed at the door, as if someone were yelling within the room that they were once in. Additionally,
imagine that I get attacked because Sean wanted to click buttons.
Additionally,
what?
You see this?
What are you talking
about? You see this character who is got it looks a little different than the rest of the cutthroats. A couple of weapons, and let me see what else can you see from your location. That's it so far. Now the good news, if there is any, is that we will roll initiative here. Go ahead, give me your initiative rolls.
Boy, oh boy. Damn, and I wasn't stealthy. Got caught lacking.
Quaku was sitting down chilling in his chair, man.
Quaker just pulling strings like, oh, are we done yet? Oh, what the?
Caleb's still here. Fire resistance gear?
And as soon as we return from the break, we will begin this little dally, this little encounter, this little open door magic that we see moving forward.
That man has a title.
But first, we must take our one and only break.